Here are the parts and tools needed to install the Raingear Windshield Wiper system. 1970 to 78 Camaro Firebird Raingear Windshield Wiper System 2-speed with delay. Entire link assembly, driver's side pivot post bracket, passenger side pivot shaft bracket, drive link, drive arm, cross link, drive unit assembly. The Raingear 1970 to 78 Camaro Firebird Wiper System is designed for ease of installation and reliability. Before we begin, we recommend you disconnect your battery. Also, remove the OEM wiper system. Let's start. Remove the plastic cover below the steering column. Right of the column, locate a sheet metal bracket with a row of holes. About 2 inches forward of this bracket, use a step drill to make a 5/8 inch hole in the firewall. Outside the car, install the rubber grommet and string the ends of the wire bundle from inside the airbox through the grommet to the inside of the car. Next, find the pivot shafts and link assembly to fit into the airbox. Passenger side pivot shaft to the right, driver's side to the left. Using the large hole in the top of the airbox on the far left, insert the pivot shaft and link the assembly into the airbox. Point the tips of the brass pivot shafts toward the back of the car. Make certain the radio antenna plug is rotated upwards to around the 12 to 2 o'clock position. Rotate the tips of the brass pivot shafts forward and upward into their respective holes in the cowl. On the passenger side, place the stainless steel cover plate, the one with the 2 small holes, over the pivot shaft and onto the cowl. Use 2 1/4-inch 28-button head bolts with washers to secure. Do not tighten the bolts. On the driver's side, use 3 1/4-inch 28-button head bolts with washers over the cover plate to secure pivot shaft. Before inserting the wiper motor into the airbox, plug the wire harness into the plug coming from the electric motor. Insert the wiper motor and bracket through the far left opening into the airbox. Attach the motor bracket to the left pivot shaft head first. Use 2 1/4-inch 28-button head bolts with washers. Use 2 1/4-inch 28-button head bolts with washers to attach the motor bridge to the driver's side pivot shaft head. Tighten all fasteners. To add the drive arm, remove the 13mm nut from the motor spindle and place the tapered hole on the drive arm onto the spindle. Replace the nut, but do not tighten. Locate the 1/4-inch diameter hole on the motor mount face. This hole is used to locate the park position of the system when in the off position. Rotate the drive arm park slot over the hole in the motor bracket and insert a 1/4-inch round object through the slot and into the hole. I use a Phillips screwdriver. Use a 13mm open-end wrench to tighten the motor spindle nut. Follow this next step only if you have the Pantograph arm feature. If it has the slide clip installed, use it to secure the arm. If not, use the supplied E-clip. For the 70 to 78 model switch, before adding the dash wiper switch, turn the headlight switch 180 degrees. Remove the headlight switch spindle and knob and switch retaining nut. Use a small flat file to create a notch or key identical to the OEM notch, 180 degrees away. Rotate the headlight 180 degrees from the OEM and reassemble. The wiper switch adapter plate is made of 2 pieces. Insert the spindle of the wiper switch into the hole and add the small hex nut. Do not tighten. If you have the intermittent wiper switch, orient the switch adapter as shown. Use the small spindle nut until it's flush with the threads on the brass switch housing. Be sure wires on the back of the switch come out at the top to ensure that the off position is on the left. For the 2-speed switch, position the switch in the switch adapter so the flat spot on the switch spindle is facing down. Install the serrated washer first, then the switch adapter, and then the brass switch nut. The kit includes a thin nut and star washer that thread onto the switch spindle. Use these on the backside of the switch adapter to tighten the switch to the adapter. With the switch joined to the adapter, attach the assembly to the backside of the dash panel using the OEM screws that held the stock switch. Wire the unit per the wiring diagram. For the 1979 to 81 model switch, remove the OEM windshield wiper switch. Use the OEM switch screws to secure the adapter plate to the dash panel. To secure the cover plate to the outside of the firewall, use 3 10-24 stainless steel screws and 3 3/16 washers. Congratulations! You've just successfully installed your new Raingear Windshield Wiper system. See you next time.